Today, friends, I'm going to show you how to make a 3D printable Tinkercad box and lid. So let's get cracking. So before I start, friends, I do want to show you, I have got this storage box and lid that you can create. I'll make sure there's a link to this tutorial, but you can see right here, there is a bit.ly HL box lid 23. It is made with the awesome softbox. Great tutorial. It's worth checking out. We also have the slick box with a sliding lid. These print super quick, and you can find the tutorial by using bit.ly box HL. You can simply highlight these, copy it, and then visit it in another browser window. Now these are built with the soft box. That's how we get these nice rounded corners. Today though, we are going to work with a different lid. We're going to start, of course, by clicking home and choosing create brand new 3D design. I'm going to name it box with lid. And friends, we're going to use one of my favorite things, the search tool. And if you type box, check it out. They give us a box with lid. I'm going to drop this out here. I'm going to say, hey, yeah, there's parameters. But I also want to highlight the missing box that I use in the other projects. So instead of box, we're going to type soft. And then it gives you the awesome soft box. Now, I recommend you making that a favorite. That way it's easy to find. Once again, parameters, this one's parametric, so it scales really, really nice. And since we just made it a favorite, you can always find it quickly by moving to your favorites. Notice the more that you save, the more clicks it takes to actually find the softbox. And it took me 5 to actually find it all the way down here. I'm going to leave this softbox in here, and I'll also make notes. Remember, you can hit the letter N for note, and I'll put the links to those other two projects right here if you want to check them out. Today, though, we are playing with the awesome adjustable box. We're going to make a printable box in just a couple minutes. I'm going to pretend that I'm making a ring box. I'm going to choose to make it 40 in this direction by 30 in this direction. Notice if it pops an error, you can just wait a second, retype it. I'm going to try 30 again. I'm going to set the height to 25 and press enter. And then after a moment, it snaps and we've got our awesome little ring box. I'm going to do Control D to duplicate. Move it over with the arrow keys, maybe shift nudge, grab it, whichever you pick. I'm going to pick a different color just for fun. Let's go with a yellow. And if we go back to the measurements, I want this to be the top. Notice it is going to slide over this, so I do not need all of that height. I'm going to make that height 5. Let's see how that looks. That is going to have enough room to cover the indent and snap in there. Now I am going to show you something here. I'm going to do Control D, and I just want you to understand, if you ever stretch handles in one of these projects, you bust the parameters. If I go over here now and change the box width to 95, it's just going to be a wacky number because we broke the parameters. If you're doing a project using parameters, do not use the handles. Just a friendly reminder. I will wait for this to snap, and there it is with its new size. Watch this. If I bring out the ruler and I just set it down, I'm going to click on this shape, and by typing the number 0 here, it snaps to that corner. I already did land it on the first corner. And if we check that distance, that's 136. That is not the 95. So once again, do not adjust handles if you're playing with parameters. Now you may have to adjust the tightness based on your printer. I'm going to print this with my Bambu Labs printer just like it is. I'm going to print them a single color just to make this fast. Let's grab them both, choose export. Notice I do have the selected shapes. We're going to choose STL with the name box with lid, but I have done this before. So I'm going to real quickly put a V2 and save it. Bouncing quickly to Bambu Studio, we're going to create a brand new project. We can add that box with lid. For today's project, I'm going to focus on speed with the extra draft. Let's simply slice the plate and print the plate. Looks like it's going to take 20 minutes, and let's send it to the 3D printer. Once it goes to the device menu, we do need to wait for it to download. Once it does, we can click play and monitor everything from afar. All right, friends, so here's where it gets crazy. Fits, but falls off. We can adjust the thickness. I'll show you that setting in just a second. but it never gets as snug as I want for the Bambu Labs printer. So this is my modified version. Check it out. Snaps on nice and tight. Actually, got to get a thumbnail in to pop it off. But let me show you that setting so that you can create boxes instantly that latch. All right, so the way that we're supposed to do this is to click here and adjust the tightness. You can jack that all the way up to 0.1, but on my Bambu Labs printer, it still wasn't snug enough. We could also make the height longer. So say we made this 3, so that way there was more material for it to latch. On my test though, that really did not get the results I wanted. So I'm going to do Control Z and Control Z to go back to the original. And let me show you, and friends, let me show you the solution I did come up with. I went over here to the lid. Notice this just changes the bottom, so that doesn't matter at all. What I did was I tried to make this 1.8. But if you type 1.8, notice it stays 1.75. So I just made it 2 and pressed enter, and boom, that is how we got the new lid that fits as snug as we want. Friends, as I wrap up, I want to remind you, make sure you test this with a small box on your printer. Every printer has different characteristics. If yours is not as accurate as mine, you may be able to get away with just using that adjust bottom that's built into the system. Of course, with the P1S, I had to have the trick where I adjusted the thickness of the lid to get it to work the way I wanted. I do want to send a shout out to Crankshaft007 for the question. Fun project, and I had not messed with this box in a long time. Finally, friends, I do want to say thanks to all my supporters on Patreon. Don't forget that community is growing, and you can learn more about it in the description below. Of course, friends, I also want to thank you for watching this video. Remember, every time that you click that like button, share a video, add a comment, or subscribe, you're helping HLModTech get just a little bit bigger, which of course makes my day. Friends, have a glorious day and keep tinkering.